guys, in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys updates on my 370Z and all the mods that I have on it currently. So to start off, I have a dual design air guide that helps air travel into my intakes, and the faster you go, the more air flows directly into your intakes. So pretty much the air guide is just, you know, helping the air flow directly to the air filters in the intakes. Secondly, I have Z1 power intakes. What that means is that I have the Z1 intakes attached to their Z1 velocity stacks. The Z1 velocity stacks help with airflow as well. It's almost like a vacuum suction, and it sucks up the air a lot faster, and it doesn't actually require you a tune. So that's a great upgrade to have if you're trying to make a little bit extra more horsepower out of your intakes. Hey guys, so the next thing that I have on my car is an SG ported upper plenum, so that's gonna help with better airflow. It's gonna add at least an extra 5 wheel horsepower. Another thing I have other than the SG ported plenum are 600cc Denso injectors. That way I can run E85. So currently my car is running E85. It's supposed to help your car gain horsepower from 5 to wheel horsepower. So if you're trying to make that extra bit of horsepower, make sure you upgrade your injectors. It's fine on the factory fuel pump. You do not need to upgrade your fuel pump if you're trying to run E85. And I have Z1 headers and Z1 DE test pipes. The Z1 headers are shorty headers, so they require you to run test pipes, and the flange is a DE, so in order to mate the test pipes to the headers, you need a DE test pipes to mate to the DE flange that is on the header. Kind of confusing, but you need DE test pipes in order to run Z1 headers. Also, I have a titanium performance Catback exhaust. I have their dual resonated white pipe and their prototype single exit exhaust. So as you can see, it's sticking out quite a bunch, and the reason for that is because you want to see how the 2015 Nismo bumper is going to sit with the titanium performance exhaust. So for my hand for reference, this is about how much it sticks out on the Nismo bumper. So we're gonna cut it maybe an inch so that way it can fit perfectly and flush. But for the base model, we're probably gonna cut off about maybe like this much. That way it sits flush with the bumper. And if you're shooting flames or anything like I am, then I mean, you might want it to just sit right there so you don't burn your bumper. All right guys, that pretty much just sums up all the mods that I have that you can actually see, and I'm gonna talk about the 2 mods on my 370Z that have made my car a lot more reliable. So the first one being is the Z-Speed C-Max CSC Delete. That has helped me tremendously. I will no longer have any more clutch slave cylinder problems. That's what CSC stands for. So that means pretty much I will be able to drive the absolute crap out of this car and not have to worry about my slave cylinder going out randomly. I've done it before. If you've previously seen it on my other videos, like on my way to Z days, that was my first time ever going, and my CSC decided to go out. That's just my luck. Anyway, so the second mod that I have on my car is the Cgm Top Hat. So the OEM Top Hat that comes on these cars is very unreliable. If you drive your car under a 1/4 tank, you are more likely to break your top hat, in which I've done plenty of times, which is the reason why mine broke. So if you're trying to prevent your car from breaking your OEM top hat that's made out of cheap plastic, don't go under a 1/4 tank. Trust me, that's my advice. I've seen plenty of other people have the same problem. All right guys, so what else I have on my car? I have Anvit RE18 wheels. They're 18 by 9.5 in the front and 18 by 10.5 in the rear. I'm running 265s in the front and 295s in the rear. That's just gonna give me a better, grippier tire, so that way if I'm like driving kind of aggressively, the car can handle it. Anyways, I also upgraded my brakes to the Akibono, so those are the sports brake that come on the 370Z from factory. And I also did the Z1 brake upgrade kit, so that means I have the Z1 slotted rotors and I have the Z1 stainless steel lines that come with it, and I'm also running the Posi Quiet pads. They're made of ceramic, so these pads are good for daily driving and for if you're on the streets, not so much on the track, and they last a pretty long time. So that's why I decided to go with the Posi Quiet pads. All right, so all the other mods that I have on my 370Z, you can't really see them. So the mods that I have on my 370Z are white lined front and rear sway bars and SPL front and rear end links. So I decided to upgrade the sway bars and end links just to give my car a better turning radius, so that way when I'm going around turns I can go a little bit faster and the car will be able to handle it. Before I forget, I also have Bcb R Coil Overs. These coilovers have helped me tremendously. I have noticed a huge difference in handling and less body roll. That's another reason of why I got the white line sway bars, was to help prevent any body roll, because I'm building this car so I can do road racing like Sebring, or I can do autocross. That's the type of stuff that I'm into, and that's what I'm building my car for. So if you want to see any potential videos, I'm going to be posting another video of the before and after numbers on the Z1 header. So I've already filmed the before numbers and then I'm gonna film the after number so we can see how much power I've actually gained from those headers. Another mod I almost just forgot is my Z-Speed undershroud. This Z-Speed undershroud has been amazing for me. It has made oil changes so much easier because there's 2 bolts right where the oil filter is. So you just unscrew 2 bolts, take off your oil filter, and call it a day. Also, it helps prevent your car from, you know, getting broken. That undershroud, if you scrape a lot, the OEM one is made of plastic. That's not gonna prevent anything from happening, and this one has helped tremendously and made my bumper a lot more sturdier with this aluminum undershroud. All right, I want to give a special shout out to everybody that's helped me with my car. The first one being is John Parham from Z1. That man has critiqued so many data logs that I've sent him back and forth like every single night, every time I'm able to take the car on the road and do some polls so he can see how my car is doing. Special shout out from N from Titanium Performance. He has helped me tremendously with seeing how much power my car would gain, switching over to a single exit exhaust. That man has helped me so much with trying to get a single exit exhaust. This is his prototype that I'm running. It sounds amazing. This isn't even the final version. The version I'm getting is made of titanium, so it might be a little bit louder, but it's the most refined exhaust I've ever heard from a single exit since I have their dual resonator white pipe. Most single exit exhausts sound raspy and terrible, which is why I went with Titanium Performance. And I also want to give a special shout out to pretty much Dula Design for sponsoring me with their air guide in my previous intake video. This air guide has proven results on the video. You can see from the dyno sheets that I put in there. So if you want to see how much power you can gain with the Dula Design air guide, go watch this video. It'll be in the link in the description below. And that's pretty much just gonna sum it all. Alright guys, so that's gonna sum up everything. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and remember, let's turn our dreams into reality.